Okay, so I'm going to show you how to crochet a poppy, and then you'll be able to make hundreds, thousands for yourself. Right, we're going to need your crochet hook and your wool. So the first thing we're going to do is tie a loop. Easy enough. Make a loop, pull it through, and like that. Then you put the crochet hook in, and you want it relatively tight, but not ridiculously tight because of what we're going to do next. Now, you have to find out how you want to hold it, how it feels comfortable for you. I hope you're right-handed because that's how I do it, and I don't know how to do it left-handed because I've never tried, because I've never had to. So the first thing we're going to do is using the long piece of wool. Don't worry about this bit, we're going to deal with that later. Is hook your wool round, hook your hook round the wool and go through. That's called a slip stitch or a chain. And we're going to do that one more time. So you end up with that. Now, if you can see here, each one of these V stitches, it counts as a stitch, okay? So you've got two there. Now, we're going to make our poppy by basically making two circles. So the way we start making our first circle is we put our hook under our yarn. So it's like that. Then we go through the first stitch after we started. We go over, we pull it through. So we've got 3 loops on our hook. We hook the wool again. We go through the first 2 stitches. We hook the wool again. We go through the second lot of 2 stitches. That's called a treble crochet. And that is all you have to do all the way around. So I'll show you again. Over, yarn over the hook, through the hole, bring it through. So you've got 3 loops on your hook. Hook the yarn, bring it through the first 2. Hook the yarn, bring it through the second lot of 2. I'll try and bring it a bit closer. So put the wool over the hook. Now you can see this hole is now becoming a bit more defined, so it gets a bit easier. So you go in, so you've got 3, through the first 2, through the next 2. Yarn over, in the hole, hook it through the first 2, through the next 2. Yarn over, through the hole, hook it through, 3 loops on the stitch, on the crochet hook, sorry, through the first 2, through the next 2. And you can see each time you do that, you're making a line. So that's a treble, okay? And you have to get up to 12 of those. So at the minute I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So under, hook, through 2, through 2. We'll just go through and do the last 12 up to 12. And then I'll show you what to do next. Mind that long tail you get at the end because that can sometimes get in the way. Okay, so now you've got your 12. Have I got 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Okay, so now you need to join it together. And all you do there is look at the first one at the top, the first V notch that you've got here. And you put your hook through. Don't loop it this time. Hook through, pull it through, and pull it through that again. So you've now kind of made your first circle. So you're now going to do exactly the same thing, but going around the outside to make it a little bit bigger with one modification that we'll come to. So to start off, you need to do that first thing I showed you with chaining. And that is to hook it and go through, and you do that 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So that counts as basically your first treble to start you off, because otherwise it will look really strange. So this time we're going to do 2 trebles in each stitch, because otherwise if you do 1 in each stitch you'll end up with a tube, like a Smartie tube shape, and obviously we don't want that. We want a nice flat poppy. So yarn over the hook through the same hole that you started off with your chaining, pull it through, go through 2, go through 2. Then we're on to the next one. So yarn over, through the hole, pull it through, 3 loops on the hook, go through 2, go through 2. Yarn over, in the hole, 3 stitches, go through 2, go through 2. And you can see we've now got 2 stitches in each hole. So we're going to do that 6 times. So 6 lots of 2 stitches. So we've got 2 there, 1, 2 in the 3rd stitch, 1, 2 in the 4th stitch, 1, 2 in the 5th stitch, 1, 2 in the 6th stitch. Now, because we don't just want it to be circular, we want to kind of give it a bit of a poppy shape. So what we do in the next one is just a slip stitch like we did at the start. So needle in, hook in, pull it through and put it straight through so you don't wrap again. And then you basically do exactly the same as you've just done before. So you start off by chaining, so hook it and pull it through, 1, 2, 3, and then you go back to doing the treble. So yarn over, through the hole, pull it through, 3 loops on the hook, pull it through 2, pull it through 2. That's your first 2 in there. Yarn over, through the hole, 3 loops, pull it through 2, pull it through 2. Yarn over, through the hole, 3 loops, pull it through 2, pull it through 2. And we do that for the next few round. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we do one last one in this gap here where you started off. So through, just so that you don't have too much of a gap at the end, really. Okay, and then to finish it off, you do another slip stitch. So you in, through and through, pull it tight. You're left with an end like that. Get a pair of scissors. I'm not prepared enough to have a pair of scissors, so I'm just going to break the yarn, pull it through like this, tie it off, and you're left with this poppy shape. And then what we'll do, once we get a lot, is we get a little felt patch, a sticky felt patch, and we stick it on like that. And that's how we have our finished poppy.